lately I've been reading a lot and, you know what I'm saying, learning a lot, trying to better myself and better my thought process and better the way I think about things. And I notice, you know, and this is nothing about a situation of mine personally, you know what I'm saying, because I know, you know, some people see things and read things, and a lot of us have a tendency to reach for things to be negative because we're just negative people, or we thrive off of negative. We need something to be wrong for us to feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that was going to happen, or I knew this person was going to do that, or I knew this. That's not always the case. But what I find is in life, a lot of times we will look at situations and different actions and how people act and expect them to be certain ways because that's how we are, or that's how we feel, or that's where our emotions are at that point in time. And that sometimes people really have genuine and pure motives. You know, some people really do have your best interests at heart. Some people don't want to hurt you. You know, like if you got somebody good that you're dealing with or whatever, don't twist your own insecurities or your own flaws or anything into something that they're doing, because you're going to run that person away. You know, and if you're a person that feels like that, you know, yeah, you want love or you want to be around people or you want to deal with people, but don't subject yourself to that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a genuinely upbeat person and people just need something bad to happen, like you could deal with somebody every day and then every week it's got to be something, or something's being fucked up, and you may not be doing anything, but that person may be looking at something that you're doing and thinking it's something, or you may be the person that thinks like that. It doesn't have to be like that. You know, accentuate more positive in your life. If you train your mind to think certain things, that's what it's going to be. Granted, I know, trust me, I've been through some shit in my life, but most of my shit that I've been through and still going through shit in my life, it's based off of my own decisions or shit that I fucked up. You know, a lot of times we don't want to own up to shit, or we don't want to be the person to say that, yeah, I was the one that fucked up, or I was the one that messed up, or something that I was doing was messed up. Or we don't even want to be the people that say, yeah, my thought process is fucked up, but I can work on that, because you won't be manageable like that. And we don't want to be flawed. And that goes back to what I said a couple of days ago about being judged. Who the fuck cares? Like, you know, some people are like, well, I don't want to say that because I don't want to be judged, or I don't want to post that because I don't want to be judged, or I don't want to do this because I don't want to be judged. Bro, if you look at half of the celebrity shit that we see when people like relationship goals, you don't know what goes on in the motherfuckers' houses, because that's what they give us. You know, so to revert back to the dealing with people thing, you gotta basically put yourself in a position where it's gonna be positive. You want it to work out. You want to think the best of things. You want to think the best of people. Granted, you can hurt yourself like that too, but at the same time, if you know that you're a good person and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, continue to do so. But also, on the flip side of that, don't be taken advantage of, because if you're dealing with somebody that hasn't healed from certain things, or even if you haven't healed from certain things, you can damage a potentially good person, because then they'll start thinking like, damn, is this really what's going on? Or am I really doing this? When in essence, you know, like, I'm not doing this shit. This is just the way this motherfucker thinks. Or this is the way this happened to be. You know what I'm saying? So stop thinking that people are out to hurt you, or people are out to get you, or everybody's fucked up, or this, that, and the third, because you might be fucked up, or you may have done some people wrong over a lifetime. Or granted, yes, indeed, people do get hurt. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, things happen. Shit, things can date back to your childhood, to where somebody betrayed your trust or anything like that. You just drag that shit to your life. But you got to heal yourself before moving to the next level, because you might miss out on a good person, or you might miss out on a good job, or you might miss out on a good opportunity because you feel a certain way about how people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, case in point, feeling a certain way about how people are. If you aren't exposed to a certain amount of things, or a certain amount of lifestyle, or a certain amount of money, or whatever, as you grow up, you'll only reference things to the ceiling that you know. You know what I'm saying? As growing up, I might have thought, like, one of my uncles or my dad or whatever had the most money ever. Like, they was the richest people ever growing up. until I really got older and started being around motherfuckers that was really getting a lot of money. Like, yo, like, man, it's more money than this out here. You know, or you may have grown up in an atmosphere that might have been toxic, or where people held things over your head, or, you know, it's always been a string attached to something. You know, you might have grown up into that. It's mental programming and all of that shit. And that's the thing that ties all of this whole thing in together, is mental programming. Don't program your mind to so much negative. Stop reading so much negative or feeding into it. Because I can get online and read shit all day and repost shit all day, and that might not be what I'm thinking, but it could be something that's relatable for somebody else. You know, that you don't always have to carry shit on like that. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you program your mind, you program your thoughts. Stop thinking everybody's always negative. Stop thinking people are always out to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there are toxic people, because I know y'all love that word from last year. There are toxic people, you know what I'm saying? There are negative vibes, there are things like that. But accentuate the positive. Look at the bright sides of people. You know what I'm saying? Don't always think that you know how somebody's going to think because you've adapted to that, or because you think that that's how the shit's going to go. It's not always about that. Sometimes it's more so about you and how you programmed your thinking and how you want to think. You want something to be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, because you may be a fucked up person. We never take time to think that we could be the person that's fucked up. We don't want to own that. We don't want to own that we're the person that's fucked up. But I tell you this, if you're a person that's fucked up, or you're a person that's treating people like that, your time is getting short, because people don't want to feel like that. And if you do like feeling like that, then there's something wrong with you. You need to learn how to let people go, let people be themselves. If people need to heal, let them heal by themselves. Don't be a punching bag or a mental bucket of negativity for somebody else. You could do bad by yourself. I know your parents, your grandparents, and everybody told you all that. You can do bad by yourself. It's nothing worth your mental health. Nothing. And if your mental health problem is you, fix that shit. Deposit more positives in your mind. Stop beating yourself up because shit didn't work out. You're 1 in a million, but that 1 in a million is fucking you. You only get one you. Do yourself the best. Clear your mind out. Stay away from negative things. Even people that deal with me, you could be watching this video, whatever, family, friends, whatever. If I'm fucked up to you, leave me alone. Shit. Unfriend me. Stop watching. Stop paying attention, because I'm not perfect. But at the end of the day, my goal isn't to be fucked up to anybody. My goal isn't to give anybody negative energy or give anybody negative feedback or anything like that. But if it is me, by all means, cut me. Let me go, because that means you need to better yourself. You know, better yourself. Make your situation better. If I got something going on real soon, I'm examining shit around me too. Like, hey, yeah, this might not work. I can't do this. This may not be what I want. This may not be where I want to be. This may not be what I want to do. You know, it's never too late to reprogram your mind to positive. I done took up enough of y'all time on this good Sunday. You know, positive thinking, man. Heal your mind. Heal yourself. Reprogram your shit. Love your family. Love your friends. And love other people. But at the end of the day, love you, because you are the only one you get. Live every day. You only die once. She Hicks.